So in this video, we're going to be working on page 5. So you saw 4 is behind there. Page 5 of our Unit 4 notebook. And you're going to need, from this packet, you're going to need to flip to these pages. This one we already took the first one out of. So you need the second one that says minerals. Minerals. That's the first thing you need. And then you're going to need the front, or what should be left on the front of this packet, mineral properties. So just this guy. Okay, so let's get started reading this one. Okie doke. So minerals. Minerals. Oh, I guess I should draw them like a cube or something, right? Okay. Minerals are sources of metals and are used in construction, materials, and fertilizers. So it's minerals. An ore is a metallic mineral resource mined for a profit. So profit means that they mine it. That means that they collect it from the ground. Mine for profit. So mine to make money. So collected to make money. Iron, aluminum, and other metals are found in the ore and used for everything we see around us. Some gemstones are valuable because they are rare. Rare means hard to find. Beautiful and durable. Durable means that they last, or they're hard to break. Some examples are emerald, sapphire, ruby, diamond, and amethyst. So to the right, you're going to answer those 3 questions. So what are minerals used for? Minerals, and this one's going to come from that first bullet point. Why is ore valuable? Ore is valuable because ore is valuable because, finish that sentence. And find that in that second bullet point. So 1, 2. Why are some gemstones valuable? Give examples. Some gemstones are valuable because, finish that sentence, and you'll find that in the third one. When you're finished with that guy, you are going to get him glued into the top of the page. Let me zoom back out. I should have written my 5 over a little bit. I'll fix that. 5. There we go. Okay, then you want to get out this guy. And you're going to want a highlighter, something to underline with. Mineral properties. Mineral properties. So what is a property? Remember, that was a characteristic of something. Okay. There are more. I'm going to number these paragraphs as we go. 1. There are more than 4,000 known minerals, each with a specific chemical composition and unique properties. So remember, unique means that they're special just to that. We characterize minerals based on several properties. These properties are easy to observe and helps scientists identify unknown minerals easily. First property we're going to talk about in paragraph 2 is luster. Luster is how light reflects off the surface of a mineral. There are 2 types, big types of luster. Those are metallic and non-metallic. So minerals with metallic luster look shiny like a metal. Minerals with non-metallic luster do not look like a metal. This does not mean just because that it's not in the metal category or the metallic category that it's going to be dull or like not shiny. For example, I give us a diamond has non-metallic luster, but it's really shiny, but it's not shiny like metal. So our next one in paragraph 3 is hardness. So hardness is the ability of a mineral to resist scratching. We measure the hardness using the Mohs hardness scale. So Mohs is an old dead guy. The scale ranks the hardness of minerals from 1 to 10. From 1 to 10 with 10 is the hardest. I don't know why it doesn't say this. Hardest. Okay. Talc has a hardness of 1. It's the softest mineral. Diamond has a hardness of 10 and it's the hardest mineral. We test for hardness by scratching minerals with common objects. If you know the hardness of a common object, you can estimate the hardness of an unknown material. For example, your fingernail has a hardness of 2.5. If you can scratch a mineral with your fingernail, the mineral has a hardness of less than 2.5. Okay, our next property in paragraph 3 is called cleavage. Cleavage is the tendency of a mineral to break along a plane. So that means along a flat line. Minerals with cleavage have smooth planes. Then we've got fracture, which is kind of the opposite of cleavage, is the tendency of a mineral to break along curved surfaces without a definite shape. So minerals with a fracture break irregularly, so that it's not normally, like not in a consistent way. You don't know how they're going to break. Then we've got paragraph 4, color. Color refers to the color of a mineral. Hold on, too easy. Okay, most minerals have a distinctive color, but not all. Opaque minerals tend to have a consistent color, but transparent minerals tend to have varied colors. So ones that you cannot see through, like my hand, is going to have a consistent color, but transparent, like this glass that you can see through, tend to have varied colors. So instead, we more often use streak to characterize the color of a mineral. So streak is the color of a mineral in its powdered form. So it's the true color of a mineral. You can test the streak of a mineral by rubbing it on a piece of porcelain. So streak can only be tested on minerals with a hardness less than 7 because porcelain has a hardness of 7. So you'll see in our lab that they use one that has a hardness of 6.5. Streak is a more accurate illustration of a mineral's color and is more reliable than the color in determining an unknown mineral. So a color is okay to know, but we want to know the streak more importantly. You'll notice in our lab it doesn't ask us to describe its color on its own necessarily. So there's other characteristics that we use to identify minerals. Specific gravity is the heaviness of the mineral. It is a number that expresses the ratio between the weight or density of a mineral and the weight or density of an equal volume of water. So we're going to mostly look at density when we do our labs. Then we've got magnetism. It's used to identify minerals containing iron. Minerals containing iron are naturally magnetic. So is it magnetic? Then we've got our acid test, which we definitely do on our online lab. Acid can be used to identify minerals containing carbonate. When a drop of hydrochloric acid is placed on a carbonate-containing mineral, bubbles of carbon dioxide form. Oh, that was paragraph 5. Okay, so get your pen or pencil, and let's flip this guy over. If you need, there is a picture of this reading in the folder. Okay, What is hardness? So that's question number 1. How do we describe the hardness of a mineral? So that's going to be from paragraph 3. So I'm going to write what paragraph it's from. Hardness is, finish that sentence, and then you need to answer the next question. How do we describe the hardness of a mineral? You can remember to pause this video at any time to do the work in between. So we describe the hardness of a mineral by using, you tell me. How can a magnet or acid be useful in identifying minerals? So that was in on paragraph 5, that last one. So magnets and acid can be useful in identifying minerals by, make sure you finish that. If I see your paper done and it looks like mine where you didn't finish no sentences, I'm going to be very upset. Okay, what is the difference between metallic and non-metallic luster? That is from paragraph 2. The difference between metallic luster and non-metallic luster is that, finish that sentence. What is the difference between cleavage and fracture? So that's from paragraph 3. We're going to do the same thing kind of we did the last one. The difference between cleavage and fracture is that, finish that sentence. And again, you don't have to use my sentence starters, but you can, they are available. Evaluate. What does evaluate? That means look at the facts and decide. The use of color and streak in characterizing a mineral. Is one property better than the other? Defend your answer. So explain why you chose what you chose. So what you're going to do here is say if one is better than the other. So either yes, so your options are yes, one is better. And you're going to pick one. Pick one and say why. Or no, they're the same, and say why. Okay, so that's what you're going to do for number 5. And that's going to mostly come from paragraph 4. When you are finished with that, so those are your options. Let's zoom out on that one. Okay, those are your options. When you're finished with that, you are going to fold this in half or however you like. Make sure that you take a picture to submit of the back first. And get that glued in underneath that guy right there.